All right, welcome to Up in the Air podcast. My name is Vaka, and I will be your captain for today. And today we are with Emma Roberts. How you doing, Emma?
I'm good. Thank you
All
for
right,
having
welcome,
me.
welcome for having you. Yeah, right.
Oh,
Like the little effects there. Yeah, it's kind of goofy. So, and Up in the Air, we discuss all the hot topics with aviation. Give you an insight on what the aviation business is like. We'll talk everything from customer service and people in aviation, their experiences. So, Emma Roberts. So we're let's get to know you a little better.
sure.
Where are you from, Emma?
I'm originally from Jersey, but I
Oh,
live in Fort Lauderdale now.
oh, nice, nice. Fort Lauderdale. How do you like it down there?
I mean, it's Fort Lauderdale. What's not to love?
Right, right.
Yeah, it's
I
home.
think I've been there once. I was there in '07.
Yeah,
So,
we'll see you down there next week.
oh yeah, yeah, I will be down there. So how long have you been in aviation? Let's talk about your career.
Oh, goodness. I started probably back 2007, 2008 is when I first got my taste of aviation and been hooked ever since.
Nice. And you're on the customer service side of aviation?
I'm on the ground handling
Oh,
side of
ground handling. Got it.
aviation,
Got it.
sure.
Nice, nice. Okay. So was that kind of a hereditary, with your family in aviation, or is this something that was just kind of you ran into?
No, nothing really. I went to Florida for school and was looking for where my career was going to take me. And there was a college in Fort Lauderdale that had a small aviation program.
Oh,
And I
nice.
thought I was going to be a pilot, like most of us that
Oh,
join the
nice, nice,
aviation. If
nice,
it's not in your
nice.
family, it's because you think you're going to be a pilot.
Right.
And then found myself on the airline kind of corporate support center side and just fell in love with it. Been there
Oh,
ever since.
cool, cool. Yeah, and for our guest out there, it's there's that community out there that works in aviation, or just are introduced to it for the first time. So we're just kind of giving a perspective of that. Starting out the show, I just want everybody to understand that my vision for the show is just for everybody to just get, if have never been in aviation before, the people that I interview, they come from all walks of life, right? No experience to years of experience,
Okay.
So this is great to have you on the show. So explain to me your kind of your journey in aviation. I mean, being a woman in aviation, like, do you feel like you've gained the respect of your peers? I feel like it's a male dominated industry.
It is.
What's your thoughts?
I think I've been lucky in the people I've worked with as I've never felt like I had to be more than I was. I always felt very respected and
Right,
welcomed into the environment as a woman. I don't think that ever really played a part in the role that I played or decisions that I've made. It's a
right,
very inclusive environment. There's a lot of different dynamics that come into aviation. I think as a whole, it's traditionally maybe male dominated from the top and a leadership perspective, but overall it's a very inclusive community.
right. I had a friend of mine when I started. She would tell me, you know, when she started in baggage loading, she would be like, every time I'd grab a bag, a guy would try to come and take it from me. Or when I was inside of loading in a cargo bin, a guy would try to take over the job, and she would get annoyed with that, right? Because she felt like I can pull my own weight,
Sure.
just because I'm a woman. So I've always respected that about women. I always feel like the male versus female dynamic. It's like more females I have around. I guess I always thought like, well, having my male peers in aviation, you were strong. We're out there, getting the job done, getting it done fast and efficient. But then when a woman comes around, it's like, oh, okay, well, she might, the team's get, but what I'm talking. So it's, but women have a different dynamic. They hold accountability. It's that nurturing. They make sure things are done. Men.
Sure. And
So it's kind of a balance, right?
the manual labor side of it is a very important element, right? Like the
Right,
loading the bags and moving to heavy items, I guess, but it's
right,
a very small element of aviation as a whole. So
right, right.
there's a lot of
Agreed.
other
There you go.
opportunities
Right.
for women and all sorts of different people within the community, and it's a wonderful place to be.
Yeah, nice, nice. I'm not going to get political, but I got to ask you some of the tough questions because I always have to ask a
Okay.
tough question when I'm on Up in the Air podcast, right? Getting some dirty looks
I'm
in the
starting to
room.
get sweaty over
Yeah,
here.
here
I
we
hope this
go.
is
You ready?
we'll see.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you one controversial question, right? And you
Okay.
don't have to, you just can be very vanilla and down the road. We're going to talk about Boeing right now, right?
Okay.
Okay. We understand some of their struggles right now and some of the controversy. What are some of your thoughts with that in regards to safety?
So, yeah, I come at with it certainly from a safety perspective. I think that we talk a lot about safety on all the different controls that we put in place and the way that we proactively identify potential hazards and concerns. But one of the things that we tend to forget is that, human factors is a very real element of what we do. So whether it's
Oh yeah,
an
for sure.
aircraft part, right, there is a human building that aircraft part. And so,
Right.
it takes real dedication and takes a consistency around quality control. And I've never been to Boeing, I've never been to a factory or worked with them, but I
Right.
know that they have a huge team of people that do that. And I don't know how they got to the situation they're in, but the most important thing is that the passengers are safe and the people working around the aircraft are safe. So,
Right.
whatever that may be, whatever they need to address or what the government asks them to address, I'm sure they will.
Oh, good. Man, very professional answer there. You know what I
Thanks.
mean? I felt like I'm interviewing like a one of the athletes, right?
I
After
wish.
Super Bowl, like, hey, how was that win? You know. So,
Yeah,
anyways,
I know. I'm
okay.
very into the Olympics right now. So,
Oh, good. Hey, you just lead waiting to my next point.
well, thank you.
I heard a little birdie told me you are a fan of a couple teams down in
I
Florida.
am.
So
Yeah.
talk about that.
Yeah. I
What's some of
mean,
your
they're
favorites?
Stanley Cup champions.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice. So yeah, you are a Florida Panthers fan.
I am. Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice,
No,
nice.
we have the arena is really close by our house, so we're able to go. I got to go to Game 7,
Oh,
which
nice.
was an experience of a lifetime. I'll never forget it.
And you're a season ticket holder, correct?
I
Oh,
am.
nice,
Yeah.
nice, nice. I'm gonna have to get into hockey, and when I learned that, I started watching it a little bit. I was like, "Oh, go Panthers!" Right?
It's the funnest sport live. Yeah,
Right.
it's a great time.
And my other inquiry to you is your football.
I knew you were going to go down this road. Being in Kansas City,
Yeah,
we don't
right.
share that we're Dolphins fans
Right.
in
Of course,
Kansas
I'm a
City.
Niners fan. I'm a 49. Yeah, it's a sore thumb, but yeah. So who's your favorite football NFL team?
Yeah, I'm a Dolphins fan now.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
I gotta find the boo. Gotta find the boo button there. You know what I mean?
I
So
mean, we also get to go to the Dolphins games, and so once you've gone to enough Dolphins games, you become a Dolphins fan,
yeah,
right? It's
nice,
just part of
nice.
the thing. Yeah,
Right.
and we had the Hard Knock season last season. It was really
I
fun to
know,
get to
right?
know
I
them
know.
and of all the stuff that they do locally for
Right.
the community in South Florida too. It's part of what we do and who we are down
Right.
there
Yeah, and the NFL is great and a lot of programs
for
in
sure.
the community, so that's great. I was going to say, how do you like having Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, down there?
I think he just got voted, was it #1 by the rest of the NFL
Oh
players
man, there's
out
so many
there?
reels
Yeah.
out right now. I saw an Instagram reel about Patrick Mahomes, waiting to get his announcement of the top player in the NFL, and Roger Goodell said it was Tyreek Hill.
I
So,
know. I think we were all a little shocked.
oh, you know how that goes. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
It's all in good fun.
NFL's fun, right? Well, maybe if the 49ers are playing the Dolphins, I don't know. I
We do,
always,
end of
oh,
December. Yeah, they're
maybe I'll be giving you a call,
in
giving texting
Florida.
you,
I'll
right?
be there. Come on
Yeah.
down. We'll tailgate.
Oh man, me being a 49ers fan, living in Kansas City, I have roots to the Bay Area. I have made it a tradition for the last 3 years, and my daughter is a big Niners fan now. So my two sons are not, but
It's got to
I
be a great game.
right, it is. I go to a game in Santa Clara every year now for the last 3 years, so I might just change it up and go to a
I
Dolphins
think you
game.
should. Come on
Yeah,
down. We'll
there we
find
go.
you. We'll be in Yellow Lot.
Yeah, there we
We'll
go.
tailgate.
Yellow lot. There we go. There we go. I know, right? We love it. Thank you, Emma. The last thing I want to, kind of ask you is, what are your thoughts, or what are some of your best moments in aviation in your career so far?
Oh gosh, I don't think I could count them. I think that doing what we do gives us the opportunity to do things that people not in the industry would never be able to do. I've been able to do really cool things like travel for free and go to countries and continents I would have never been
Right.
able to before, especially in my younger days when non-revving and sleeping on airport floors wasn't
I know,
so
right?
comfortable. And I got to go to places like the final assembly line for the 320 and take
Oh
some
yeah, I bet you
deliveries of
that'd be really
aircraft and
cool.
stuff. But watching the industry evolve in the way that we think about safety and the way that we treat the people that are out there doing the work has been really a kind of a fascinating thing to watch and to
Right.
be a part of. Watching the development of safety management systems and to watch that growth has been really cool. I think it feels like we're behind the scenes, right? When it
Right.
comes to
Right. I know.
aviation,
I
like
know. That
my
cool.
little sister, I swear, every time she gets on an airplane, she texts me questions of like, "What's that noise?" and "Why are they doing this?"
Right. Right.
And it's just fun to be a part of that. And I'll tell you what, there is nothing like the sunrise on the ramp.
Oh, I
That is
know. I know.
hands
Yeah.
down my
Right.
favorite
No,
thing.
nobody
Yeah.
understands that unless somebody's been down there,
Right.
right?
You don't get to see that unless you're in our
And
world.
I talked to, and I think I brought this up on a future podcast. There's some dynamic about working in aviation, especially down in baggage loading. Um, if you leave this job and you go to another job, I've had employees say, "Hey, Buck, I want to come back. I want to come back and work." It's just something, and I've done that myself. I've had, a career being a contractor outside of work. I've gotten busy and I said, I don't have time to even go part time, just to get flight benefits. But there's something that pulls me back into it. I don't know what the dynamic is. I think it's part of like peer to peer involvement, working as a team. I don't think you get as much as a micromanagement of somebody standing over you in some type of retail or job. So there's a lot of dynamics to it that kind of pulls people back into it
For
once they
sure.
leave.
It's a
So
bug. Yeah. I
right,
warn some of our new agents. I'm like, if you
yeah,
like this, you're in it for
right. I
life. You
know,
got
right?
me. Yeah,
You're
I'm
connected,
here.
right?
Yeah, you're part of something bigger.
Right,
It's more
right,
than just showing up and doing your job. You get
right.
to, get people to weddings and funerals,
I
and
know.
you get to be a part of watching aviation grow and all of the cool things that come with it.
Yeah, for sure.
It'll get you.
Nice, nice. Okay, Emma, I think our time is up. But I appreciate you coming on the show today. We love having you. We don't always get to have you here, but welcome to Kansas City. If you get the chance, have you any Kansas City barbecue yet?
I haven't. No.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
we'll have to make that happen. I'll
all
have to
right.
come back. But this
Yeah,
has been wonderful. Thank
good,
you.
good,
I had
good.
fun.
We love it here in Kansas City. Maybe you'll bring us some of that Florida weather next time, right? So we come down. All right. Well, thank you, Emma. We appreciate you being on the show today and up in the air. Join us next time as we continue to talk about hot topics in aviation. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, Emma.